It is Sunday night. The girls are at a concert in Maryland, and I thought maybe I'd come here and pull the dash out of the 58 Plymouth. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't know. It's going stir crazy at home, so I'll try to get it out of there. Anything good, you got to turn it up to 11 first. And, oh, come on, there we go. Now we mean business. Let's soak everything. Can we see through the windshield? A little bit. Maximum lubricity. 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 Juiced it up. Gotta juice it up. Juice everything up. Will it reach all the way over there? Oh yeah, like nothing. I would bet any amount of money that there ain't no way any of this is coming apart. There's just no way. But we'll try. Let's try the mini impact. First screw through the bloodbath. That's a good start. Uh-oh. A stink bug has been lubricized. I'm sorry, little stink bug. I did not know you were in here. But no trespassing. That one came out. That one came out. Oh, it's still stuck to the end. Come off there. Ha! Oh, that one came out. That one came out. Oh, that one came out too. I don't want to jinx myself or anything, but not a single one of these screws is gonna give me a fight. I know it for a fact. It's just gonna all come right out. Now I got a bunch of 5/16 to take out, so wish me luck. I got it wiggling. Now I just gotta take the bottom out. What a pain in the butt. These little fellers were stuck, two of them. I had to take a hammer and hammer the socket onto the end of them. A delicate balance of lighting in here right now. You know, if only I had a shop with air conditioning that was well lit, I wouldn't be out here, would I? Of course I would, because here I am. You know, it's occurred to me that I do know a little bit of the history of this car. Not a whole lot, but what I remember, I mean, I bought it last year, so the details are a little fuzzy. The guy that I bought it from, it belonged to his dad, and he was responsible for settling his father's estate. Well, they sold the property that his father owned. Is that even working? I feel like it was working. I feel like it's working. Anyway, they sold the property his father owned. And on the property were two cars. It was a 56 and this 58 Plymouth. Socket didn't want to fit in there, I don't think, so. There we go. Now I think it worked. Yeah. Oh, there we go, okay. Anyway. Beautiful. There we go. Anyway, this guy is, they cleared out the two cars. The 56 went on to become a couch. And this 58 got sold to somebody in North Carolina, because I messaged the guy when he first listed it, and I was like third or fourth in line. Anyway, the car came back up on the marketplace some months later, and I messaged the guy again, and I said, hey, I think I was third or fourth in line last time you had that thing listed. Is it still available? And he said, yes, it's available. This guy's father's property, and he needed to clear the land, and the other guy, I guess, who had originally intended on buying this 58 just couldn't get up here to get it. So I went over, talked to the guy, bought it obviously, sight unseen, paid for it. And he told me his dad bought it back in the 60s, I believe it was. And he bought it for, if you can see it over there, the overdrive. Because he was a butcher and he commuted to the city every day for work. I don't know what happened to this thing when they parked it. The front wheel was all taken apart, so I think maybe something wrong with the wheel bearing or brakes or something. I don't know. Anyway, it had been sitting since the 70s. It sat since before the movie Christine came out, so nobody ever really cared about the car. The kids used it as BB gun practice, as you can see. And it literally just sat in that field untouched since the 70s until I came and got it. I think I'm the third owner of this car, which is cool. It's gotten pretty dark. Like, very dark. Pretty sure there's something over there in the woods watching me. I can't see anything, but I definitely hear something. So, yeah, fun. I think it's those bolts right there, next to that spring. Those two. There's two there, and there's two on the other side, and I think that's what's holding me in. So I'm gonna try to get those out. I've been scratching my head this whole time trying to figure out why the dash won't come loose, and I forgot to take one of the main easiest bolts to get to out. Son of a gun. Look at that. It is hot outside. And I am covered in goosebumps. Getting the heebie-jeebies, man. Like, seriously, goosebumps. I'm sorry, bleeping creeped out. I got the dash completely loose. It is ready to pull out, but I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my tools and save that for tomorrow when I can see, so I don't fall and hurt myself. I'm just gonna put all my stuff in one of these Milwaukee bug out bags so I don't have to dig through all that stuff right now. Just get it cleaned up and get rolling. It's getting late. I have goosebumps again. I'm gonna pull up to the woods here. I have goosebumps again. I just feel like, I don't know. My brain is telling me to get out of here for some reason, so I've never had that feeling here before. I'm gonna go ahead and listen to it and just get out of here. I don't know, maybe it's the Halloween season coming up. I have no idea, but yeah, I'm done for tonight. I'm gonna get back on this tomorrow when I can see and it's beautiful daylight and it's not creepy. It is a fresh new day. Where's that handle there? It actually feels like fall. It's September 2nd, I think. And it feels like fall already. It's nice. I'm gonna go ahead and get this dash pulled the rest of the way out of here today. It's my goal. That was such a pain. It kept getting hung up on the corners. I forgot to undo the speedometer cable, and the cage in here didn't help. I should have pulled the steering wheel. I made a mess out of that. Look how rotted that is on the inner windshield channel. No wonder the car is all funky. The windshield's twisted and broke. Man. So a couple things I'm missing from my car that I think I can get out of this car. Those defroster vent ports. I'm gonna figure out how to get them out first because I don't want to mess them up. What else was I looking for? The rear view mirror. But that rear view mirror is slightly different, so I don't think I can get that out. Shoot. Alrighty, after a little bit of arguing, I got it out of the car, and now I'm just gonna put it on a time lapse and break it down. made it as dark as I possibly can in here. I can't even see anything, but it's still bright. All for that. All right, let's go ahead and get this dash busted apart. Like fun. Just some Phillips head screws back here. Let me go ahead and unplug all this stuff. Come on now. Man. Pop all the lights out. Gently, I don't want to hurt them. There we go. Everything's disconnected from the gauge cluster now, so. Screws out. No. Oh, that's it. She's free. Nice and easy. I don't want to lose my screws. I need to go get a baggie. Put my screws in so I don't lose any of them. There it is. That's what we wanted. Oh, sorry. That's what we wanted. So now I can take that all apart and clean it. That's gonna be fun. That's something I can do just sitting around. Well, one of the most iconic parts of the car is done, gutted. I got the dash completely stripped. All the goodies I'm about to bag up. I'm curious to see if any of this will clean up with a little bit of metal polish. I know the pits won't come out, but maybe it'll look better than that. Giant horse flies are licking up that sugar that the, what do you call it, lantern flies secrete. There's bugs all over this car. It's so gross. But these socket, the nut on the underneath of these mirrors is like 1.25 inches. So wish me luck getting this thing out of here. At least somebody torched a hole in the dash for these awesome gauges. I've had enough of that dash. I'm getting that mirror out. I don't feel terribly bad about this since this dash has already been cut before, so. I don't have anywhere to put my phone really. I didn't bring my tripod down here for the massacre. You might be able to see something.
Steering wheels are fucking inconvenient.
All right, let's try this. Is this one big? This one's bigger. The one on the car inside is 1.25 inches. This one is bigger than that. I am tired of walking up and down that hill, man. I'm just gonna break it off. Just gonna break it off. Can't stand it no more.
This is some primitive stuff here. That's how you know I've reached the end of my rope for the day. Come on now. It's getting weaker. I can feel it.
I'm so sorry for what I've done, but I needed that. I needed this. Tell me how now that I got it up here on the bench, I guess I flopped it around enough to where it's hand tight and I could just take it off with my fingers. Why? All right, so I got my dashboard and everything dropped off at sandblasting, so now it's time to go unwind for a minute during the day, because I've got a lot of crazy stuff going on and I just want to chill for a minute. So, and then the clouds opened up and God said, "I hate you, alfalfa." They didn't have any caramel apples, just a chocolate turtle or candied apples, and well, I got this. It'll do. I just could not wrap my head around working. So sometimes the best thing to do is just leave for a minute, appreciate life for a minute, you know, breathe some fresh air. And that's what I'm doing. Had my caramel apple and I got a bottle of water. Now I'm gonna go for a walk around the lake and enjoy the day for a little bit. Okay, so I got the dashboard back from sandblasting. Here's some of the pitting you can see in the surface. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and just fill those with some dolphin glaze. I don't need anything too crazy. I really just want to get rid of the pittings, you know, and then I'm gonna sand it down with some 80 and 180 and then just blow some primer over that, because again, this dash is gonna get a textured finish, so it doesn't have to be perfection. So here I am just skimming and skimming and skimming, and then I'll get to the blocking, and that's also a lot of fun. Build primer, and I did one coat on all the freshly sandblasted and sanded parts. They are looking good. That is my adhesion coat really for my texture. So I'm going to turn my air pressure way down and just spatter the whole surface. You know, I'm really liking the texture that makes. It looks weird at first, but when you start layering it, it really starts to look nice. So I'm going to go ahead and do probably 3 or 4 coats of just these tiny low pressure dots. So I'm going with a Seminole Red. This is a Cadillac color, 59 Cadillac color. I just really like it, you know, and I'm not a brand loyalist, so I don't mind mixing and matching. I hate it. The texture is way too much. I'm gonna sand it down and do it again. But we got some parts red, but I'm just gonna have to redo it. No big deal, it happens. Can't win them all. It's really not hateful. I feel like it's too much. Maybe when the flat clear dries a little flatter, I won't hate it as much, but right now I really just do not like it. These vents turned out nice. I'm happy with that. And that cluster doesn't really bother me too much with the texture on it. But everything else, I don't know. It's a nice red. The things I find myself doing, you know? Just weird. That is going to do it for another day, another week, another adventure, a little more work done, and a little more fun had. I appreciate everybody watching. We are going to get more stuff done in the next couple weeks. As soon as I knock out a couple more things and the weather chills out more, we'll really get a bunch of progress in on the Plymouth. I'll probably even bring it inside for a week or so and really get after it and make a lot of headway. But it's been great so far. It's really only been, what, 4 days? 4 days of work, really. So, hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.